Welcome to Deathtrap. There are two game modes, single player and multiplayer. There's also a host of options and extras. I'm going to give you a quick glance over the options here. As you see, plenty. Controls are not customizable, but in all honesty they don't need to be. They're kind of really simple. You do have a vibration sensitivity function thing. Yeah, lots of options, very helpful and handy. All good. Some bonus extras, not really a whole lot going on here, basically some credits, but there is a handy tutorial. You create your character from one of three classes, a female sorceress, a mercenary, or a marksman. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go with my already pre-made marksman. But there I show you. And you don't really get a whole lot of options, you basically just pick one and name. So, we're going to, again, 4 main menu options here, pretty simple. Loading times, not that bad. Music's not too terrible either. Okay, here we see some of the variety of maps. I want to say there's 12 or 13 I think in total, and then there's 2 more modes to unlock on each map. When you start out you won't have as many. There's a variety of gear to loot and upgrade, much like Diablo 3 system here. Little different at first with the button setups and how it works. You know, A goes into the menus at the bottom, X goes into the maps. There's a variety of skills, 50 per class. As you see, I've unlocked about half of them, I want to say, on this character. When you start out, you won't have as many, but there's, as you see, more to unlock, and they get better as you go. There's a huge variety of traps. All the classes share the same 25 traps with 150 upgrades, so it's very unique with 100 levels to grow as to how you customize your use of traps. That's pretty much the simplest basic summary I can give you of things here. You also have a store feature where you can buy things. Most of the things here cost real money from your Microsoft account for some weird reason, because you need dream shards to purchase anything, except potions, which is, thank God for that. You can buy potions with just gold, and that is A+ in my book. So I don't really care about any of the other gear I can buy. I'll buy it by killing the enemies and getting the treasure at the end of the levels, or by crafting it, which once you beat the first 3 maps, this crafting menu opens up. You don't have access to it right away. So yeah, let's do a playthrough. Again, you're going to hit X to go into the maps themselves in the background there. You can use your stick, as you see, to change the difficulty. I'm going to go full on hard, and since I'm above level for this, I'm going to go ahead and speed things up a little. Now, one of the things that actually took me a minute to figure out with this is the right thumbstick. The camera itself is fixed. However, you can zoom in with it. It does have a zoom feature, a zoom in and zoom out, with the up and down feature of the right stick and moving it. You can also move the right stick left to slow the game speed down, or right to speed it up. This feature kind of throws people off too, as literally everything slows down. Now I'm going to go ahead and walk through every tutorial here. It points you out. Now if you read these, there's a lot of helpful information in here. I mean, they wouldn't just throw giant blocks of dialogue at you that's going ipsum Latin dorse They're not going to waste their time typing that in or even copying and pasting it. There's helpful stuff there. So if you don't know something or you have a question later on, it was probably in one of these that you weren't paying attention to. You have no one to blame but yourself for that. So we're going to go ahead, and as you see, you can build towers with these little pedestals, and they are pre-placed and the positions of them are predetermined. You'd think that simplifies things, but it doesn't. And there's just enough challenge in this game
These beauties could destroy an army.
To where it can get really fun,
Essence.
and also at times end up being really boring. even this was really fun for me because it was just... There was a time where this was actually kind of a hard mission. I didn't know how to use my essence right, and this small amount of enemies would overwhelm me. Because I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the map and running around and not reading tutorials and not knowing what focus was and why I couldn't use my skills and... Yeah, it was terrible. I'm just gonna hang my head here. As you see, there's the zoom feature I was talking about. And that actually, I didn't learn that until, I think I was 9 maps in. And my buddy actually figured it out. He's like, oh, dude, gun. Push your right stick up. I'm clicking right 3. He's like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, it's not doing it. He's like, no, move it up. I'm like, oh. Huh, dude, that's awesome. That just adds a whole new level to this. So as you see, we're upgrading the towers, and as you go, you'll gain access with levels to be able to upgrade towers. And you can pick and choose which towers you'll have the ability to upgrade. Alright, fast forward to the final wave here. Overall, the music's pretty good. It's got fun, engaging gameplay. There is an online multiplayer that functions very well. I've had minimal difficulties with it. It's got just the right amount of challenge. It's got so much to loot and unlock. I guess the best way to sum this up is it's got bits of Dungeon Defenders and Diablo 3. And the developers very clearly love both of those games very much. And it shows. Or they were suggested to look at these games for inspiration, and this is what they came up with, and it's a wonderful experience.
Level completed.
For you and your friends, and I'm so happy it's free. Highly recommend. 7 out of 10. 4 claps.
Victory.
Oh look! Shiny loot! Always love shiny loot. Even when it's worthless. Like now. Good job, Gun.